Hey everyone, this is the final of the Women's Club World Championships of 2019. Um, I'm going to go over just a little bit of each play, my initial thoughts, some basic strategies, some kind of things that just pop out at me as I watch this. So it's kind of like a live feed just going through in my mind. I'm trying to not go back on everything and try to point out everything because that would take 50 hours just for one match. So I'm gonna keep this kind of quick of a live kind of run through of what my mind goes through here. So first play the game here. So first play, they're serving into row six. Is a team from I'm just gonna name a team from Turkey, which is on the orange, and the team from Italy, which is in the blue. So I'm just gonna refer to those because the names are a little difficult to pronounce. But Turkey team, pro team Azerbaijan, is serving into row six. First off, pretty good touch there on the block. An amazing dig. Good off cover blocker dig. Easy free ball. Really long gap. That's a really amazing gap set. So let's see this kill point here. Kind of an easy down ball. The setter is really far, falling backwards. Not really sure why this middle. Not sure why this middle is jumping with that kind of play. You already have this one committed on that. Not sure why she's not following her player. Really far gap set. Pretty amazing set. Nice quick arm. Way to get up quickly, load. But fantastic set, that one, that play. Again, I'm just going to go over some quick views as I'm watching in live time. All right, we have row six on the close side here now too. So both teams started in row six. They want their setter right front, their opposite, to come in after that play. Good float serve, nice pass. Really nice quick slide back. A good shuffle step here. Keeping the hands high, but really going with her. Lining up right into her body and then pushing her hands back into the court. She had that line open though. She should have hit that line harder. Good cover by the libero. Trying to get the ball back. This is nice. Just like a nice little play to get the ball back here. Tapping it close because you know you have a huge blocker here, so she's not tapping it low. She's not going for a kill. She's going for the high hands to get the ball back so they can get another play out of this. And the Korean, forget her name, outside who's 6'5", she is she should be setting the pipe here like this because Boscovich here, it's too far for her to D. So usually she does hit a pipe in transition. So Boscovich is kind of in between there. She should have came for a pipe and got a pretty good hit off this. And it led to a free ball. You can't give free balls, so big mistake here by Boscovich. Nice little easy set. One-on-one, you have two massive hitters coming from the pins. So if you're going to do a free ball, you have to release your outside hitters on a free ball like this. So which they do. You can see both are just lining up to leave. Leaving one-on-one. And if you're up early as a middle, especially a quick middle with a quick arm, if you're up early, it's very difficult to get on top of that. So she's already hitting that ball when the ball's in the air, and the middle blocker's already on the ground still. So, I mean, nothing much you can do. Nice pass again here. Left foot forward, facing the target. Nice. Keeping the arms out. Perfect pass. Perfect platform. So they ran in this rotation again. They're running a slide, but they have Boskovic here because Boskovic is a really good attacker. So they're running here on a pipe. So they're running a slide here. And last time they ran it all the way out. This time they've kind of run it quick to mess up this pin blocker. So they stop it short, but you can see this pin blocker is looking at this foot here. So she's keeping her hands up. She's also looking at this drive foot. So matching that up, she sees that she's coming short for that drive step, so she stops short also. And then dives in. Great touch. So they've ran two different plays here. They're on the outside, they're on the pipe, they're on the nice back one. Previously, they were on the same play, but then they set the slide, which didn't work. So they try to do this variation to mess them up, and it didn't work again. Nice touch. Great dig. This blocker, not a good job of reaching out here. Not a good block at all. This hitter should have killed this ball. But she steps in. You don't really want to step in so much, but when this blocker flies like that, and you have this good libero who has some good instincts, she read the play pretty well. Jumped in front of it. You don't want to jump in front of it too often because you're exposing all this area here. But she jumped it. She read it well. This is a safe hit. So in transition, a lot of times they hit hard, safe shots. She's not really going for a kill. She's going for a high, hard hit, maybe a shank, maybe a free ball back, which you can see the ball gets way back there, so they're going to get a free ball back here. And now they've run this same thing. They've run this back here, hoping that this outside will commit again like she did. And then Boskovic will be open for the back row D set here. Which they've gone a lot of middle and they've gone a lot of back. They haven't set outside very often to start the match here. So nice little overload. You can't get a full swing block, so she actually hits pretty much over her from the back row. Too much power to handle. Everything was lined up well. Italy professional team, the Italian team, set up pretty well. Kim Hill was the outside hitter actually for that Italian team, the USA player. So she read it pretty well. It's just a lot of power. All right, they're in row one. I mean, they're in row one. That's not a good serving target, and it's not a good play. And I don't know how she doesn't kill this ball. I mean, she's facing right up on it, but I mean, how do you not kill this ball here? And it gives to her again. She's a good attacker, and that's surprising. But it's a little bit of a push here. They run a little bit of a push. They never run really directly at you. They kind of run this little float push. She makes a good turn. This hand's got to be real drastic. She's got to turn around quickly. I like to see a forward sprawl on that. She kind of does it there, but she knows, yeah, go forward. There you go. Again, the start of the game, they've played each other in pool play of this tournament, so I'm sure there's a lot of scouting and little tricks going on, but this is for the all the money here. Interesting play. So they're running a lot of different tempos. So This hitter right here, the middle, obviously likes 1 foot because they're even 1 foot takeoff from the middle attack, which is interesting. Hill's a pretty good blocker here. She went to Pepperdine, and she was a middle and outside a little bit, so she's used to reading these outside, so it's pretty nice to have a big blocker like that who can read the middle and go the outside without really having to commit. So these two blockers can really get outside on Boscovich here. They have a great opposite here. She totally touches over 11 feet. I'd probably say 11-2. Really explosive attacker, really good blocker. So she can just hop step and even reach way outside of her body. Even on a perfect arm swing by Boscovich, she still gets that, slows that touchdown. Good dig, really, really patient on the line. Nice rotation. Even reading the back, middle back right here, you can see kind of sliding over. It's pretty funny. But it was a good read. All right, so middle's hands down, ready for a really big swing block here on the high ball. She still gets there late, which is interesting. Too tight. Much too tight of a set. Good cover. I mean, good cover swarm block. Really like engulfed the ball, lined up really well with her, so it wasn't really anywhere to go. She kind of lined up perfectly and swarmed on top of her. It was good footwork. Nice set. Holy heck. All right. Great set, first off. Good pass. Running forward off of 2 feet and then jumping and hanging. And you can see her spine straight. And then launching back so she's extended pretty well. And this girl's really torques her body quickly. She's gotten up facing one way, and then she really turns and switches the other way. So she's really almost perpendicular with the net, and then turns parallel with the net. Nice torque, nice high torque. You can see her not coming down to the ball. And I keep forgetting this. She's like the best team on Korea's team. She's like 6'4". So this is a pretty decent block here. And you can see how high this girl's getting, just contacting it way up there. Pretty impressive set to get one-on-one. And that's why you don't want to necessarily charge the ball all the time. Because if you charge the ball while it's moving, you're going to get lit up off your shoulder like that. See, Turkish team is in row 2, Italian team is in row 3. Again, these are not the national teams, these are the pro teams from the leagues. Very good play. She's a really top player here. Good push off. So just kind of get her going. She's one of the top players. Nothing really too fancy about this play. They're not running anything special. Just a good high hit. They're not isolating her. They're not doing anything special. This is just, here you go, ball. You're good. You're good. Let's try to see. I mean, you're getting paid a lot of money. You're getting paid a lot of money. Put this ball away. Kind of play. Nice serve. You want to serve the corner. Most attack serves are really in this deep corner here. Most float serves. Kind of got right on her though. It wasn't a good. It missed the location. It kind of just got right on the middle of her. Good. She's charging in a lot. Again, one-on-one. She really holds that well. She can set any direction. And I like how she's running a 3 away, and then she's got her best player pretty far. So if you look at this spacing between the players, that's a pretty far distance between just the two hitters. So she's spreading, overloading here, and then setting her best player the furthest possible away. Pretty basic concept. Again, I know it's hard to get to the set from over here, but I've clearly seen Boscovich get lots of sets like this, and this setter needs to get out of the way. Boscovich needs to be, that's twice she's really been passive on this. It's not a good start for her. Interesting, this middle hits wrist away with nobody even up. It's got to be a tell. I mean, she had all this straight down. She still cuts it back. Seems like she's more comfortable with that. But again, you could have a free ball and then didn't work out very well. It's a couple mistakes. A lot of mistakes so far, actually. Basic mistakes. It's a pretty good jump serve here. She doesn't really do much of an approach. I've seen this before. I think this was maybe just a toss behind her, though, because she usually runs into a little bit more than this. But she just step closes and still got a powerful arm here. Right in this seam, that's a nice serve. She's pretty close. Look how far back the libero is on this line, which is good because you can always come back. She's really close. I'm not sure why she's so close. Usually, it's actually, sometimes when people toss it and they toss it behind them, they kind of short serve it a little bit because it's behind their heads. They kind of just have to like chip it in, and it usually does get short. So maybe she saw that, and then she takes a lot of steps up because she sees that play. Because both of them are stepping up, but she still gets on it pretty well, even though she had to move up for it. That's interesting. Kind of tricked them. I do see that a lot. Bad tosses behind their head. They do. Most players do kind of just like chip in the middle of the court. She kind of drove that deep, which is kind of interesting, though. She decided to step up that much. So again, she's stepping up pretty well. Boscovich, not off to a great start. I mean, she's a multi-million-dollar player. And they're doing a challenge here. Interesting what the coach is saying. I'm not sure. Challenge 1, yes, nice high hands touch. So good by Boscovich. Got off to a little nice start there after a rough start. All right, so she's got a really good serve too. She's got probably one of the top serves. It's coming pretty hard here. A lot of action, a lot of lefty action in this range. That's pretty much her range right there. Nice little quick set. They do run this sometimes with shorter players because if it's this close, they kind of just like hand off and try to beat the tall blockers. But she's a tall player, so this is almost just basically running a 3 to Kim to Hill here. She sees it. She shortens her arms up. This is pretty nice. She gets her arms over quickly because she sees this play develop quickly. That's pretty lucky. That's really unfortunately lucky. She doesn't even get out the net. Ah, she netted. She came into the net after the play here. You can see it move. All right, both in row 4 here, and then row 5 serving over there. Hill serving. Great serve. Not a great location, but it's got some speed on it. Oh, almost. Again, they run this slide a lot. They run these a lot. This is kind of a modified, almost a 5 here, or a red, or whatever you want to call this. It's a fast set to the side. This isn't really, I mean, it's a slide, kind of. It's more of like a back fast set, but she's just hitting it off one foot. Because you can see she's already lined up. This is just, and then they run this. This happens a lot in women's game. They do this a lot. They spread out on a quick ball, and they run the D ball inside. You never see this in guys, because mostly you don't run slides. But this is a play that's pretty much exclusively for women. No guy's team ever runs this. They run a slide here, and then they run the D quickly on before it, so that way everybody's going this way, and they kind of overrun it. Pretty good touch. So if you're late and you're thinking, look how the hands are underneath, it's just an awareness of the ball and the court and the angles of its trajectory and just volleyball language and just volleyball knowledge. It's a pretty cool touch. Just knowing where the ball is going to be hit. Pretty cool little play there. Korean superstar back to play, back to serve. She's got a really good jump float. Nice pass. Again, slide. Nice swing. So hitting through the block. Really nice through the block here. Good eye contact. Using the block as your friend here. Very nice. Yeah, really quick. That's a strange platform here. Breaking apart really quickly and to ourselves, that's not great. Good reaction by the middle to get out of the way and get the ball. Let's see what happened here. Kim's coming like that. Yeah, that set's definitely not a pipe. She's looking for something different there totally. That's a missed connection there. Because you can clearly see her path is coming that way. And then she has to divert it pretty far. So you can see her feet. She has to go in midair this way. And I like doing that with lines. So at first you don't really realize how far off it is, but you look at the set and the hitter. This hitter wants the ball right through there. So that's the path she's taking. And on contact, you can see how far away that path is now actually. So some kind of miscommunication happened there, or she just misset it. Either way, it did not work out well. This Turkish pro team is not playing their best set by far, not even close. Seen them play much, much, much better. All right, server from over here. Everyone's lined up facing. This is cool. Shows you just your footwork. I was about to say, she's leaving a lot of space here. She's good with her hands, though. Tatiana from Brazil here. Still a decent serve, though. Good placement. Not a good pass. Broken play situation. Really falling. She doesn't get outside either. Not a terrible set, but get a little bit more power going that way. She's falling backwards. Good arm, though. Bad dig. Not a good dig. That ball should have been up in the middle somewhere. That should have been back. They should have gotten that ball back. The Italian team definitely should have gotten a transition hit out of that. All right, we're back in the same row as starting the match. First server again, starting over. Good serve. They're definitely going after her. Nice pass. Back row attack. Pretty lethal right there. Again, she's their star player. She's their big hitter, row 6. It's a hard row to hit back row Ds too, because you have to come all the way back from around. You have to come all the way here for a D ball. It's a good swing though. Of course, she ends up passing here. Look where the end of the feet end up paddling. I mean, everything about her body right now. I know she's. I mean, she makes like $1 million a year. She's a great passer. She's an unbelievable player. Just didn't get anything around. Unlike her, she just didn't make anything to get around that ball. Nothing about her body movement made that ball get back. There you go. She's made an adjustment there. She made the adjustment with her hands. Nice, much higher set. Pass, serve pass. That's a lot of line. Go again, middle, pipe. Nice. A lot of options though. I thought she was going to set back again. She runs hill on the pipe. It's a lot of line though. She is turning a lot, man. She's up there. She's definitely up there. She's been going over the top, so if she's going over the top a lot and having success, she's probably not going to want to make a drastic movement yet and hit line. So she kind of waits to see if she can get touched or not. I would have set back, but she makes a good read and kind of sets the pipe. Good deception. So far, the left side attack hasn't really worked out very well, but the pipe, middle, and back side is working pretty well for the Italian pro team. Right now, not much is working for the Turkish team right now. They're kind of struggling in all aspects. Not great serving, not great hitting. Nothing's really. They have a lot of high ball situations, not passing particularly well. They're not playing very well. Nice pass. Boskovic misses. Usually when a team's not playing well, they're going to set their best player. Boskovic misses there. Oof. Again, this setter's missing a lot. I don't want to blame the setter, but That's a terrible set. Um, I just don't like if she's gonna if she's running this on purpose and she just and Boscovich misses this, then that's Boscovich's misconception. But they're running an inside gap, a pipe here, a back one, and then something. That's really bunching everything unnecessarily. That's way too much. Look at this. I mean, everything's running right at each other. The blockers have no real. I mean, you could run two overload and then set back, or you can two overload set on top of the overload, but they're overloading all four players in the middle, which is just not a good play. The blockers are not confused, or the blockers are not misguessing that at all. So, not sure what's going on in this setter's mind right now, a little bit, to be honest. Tatiana's passing pretty well. I would start serving more of this seam in here, or I would start serving back here. But, I mean, they really haven't had an issue with their attacker, so just getting the ball in at this point is pretty good strategy. Phew, it's a lot of heat. Good dig. Yeah, I go to her again. Yeah, I start setting her a lot more actually right now. I'd start setting her a lot. On the other side, just everything's working. Running all options, block completely guessing now. Basically, she can set whoever she wants. She's holding it really well. She's not. Let's see. She's not super. She's not doing anything like super flashy deceptive. She's just very disciplined setter. She's very good footwork and a very straight back. And so her launch angle looks identical all the time, and she's got really good strength and a really good location. That's a really good set. So she's walking in here, really good strength, location. She doesn't have to be deceptive with like her back. She's not faking and giving away different things. She's just really good posture and then setting all her options at all times so she can set. She's not trying to deceive the block too much, but she's just waiting and then launching. Good touch. Again, you can't give these free ball plays like that. This is like the fifth time this has happened on a good play where an offsetter is bumping on a high ball. This is like the fifth time this is a misconception. There's just no way you can win a volleyball match doing this. Especially like a world championship right now. This is just, you're not close right now. And they'll figure it out. I mean, I'm sure this is a extremely good team here. Tatiana kind of hit her foot trying to run into that, trying to get that set. I don't know why the middle was in the way anyways. She hit something. She hit her hand or something. It was not, the middle's got to get out of there. Just a lot of misconception. It doesn't look sharp on any aspects. This can turn around quickly. That's why I do like about volleyball, though, is the games can turn pretty quick. You can play one game really poorly, and then everything starts clicking with some momentum. So, Libero, nice pass. Boscovich blocked. Hard. Boscovich blocked pretty well here. Back into herself here. Good hands. Look at this here. Yeah, Boskovic blocked back into herself there. So, I mean, things are not going to plan, of course, but the Italian pro team is executing pretty well, too. And it's a long match here. They're going to try to pick this up, of course, obviously. I would start off trying to just kind of smooth things out a little bit, get things ready like that way. I wouldn't start rushing things too much. I would just kind of try to get things as smooth as possible on my own side right now and try to execute on my side before worrying too much about the other team. Miss. There you go, a little bit of momentum. It's crazy, crazy how quickly things can change. So a couple poor execution plays. Feeling a little bit of momentum. Ball hits the tape. There you go. 3 straight points.